The rut. No two words catch the attention of a whitetail hunter quicker than hearing "it's on." The rut brings a shiver of hope as whitetail hunters dream big with high anticipation in hopes of shooting a monster buck. It's unpredictable, and trying to target a specific deer sure can make it harder. At 10 a.m., he's bedded 100 yards from your stand. By 11 a.m., he's 2 counties over, hot on a doe's trail. I was really hoping it wouldn't come down to the rut. I was hoping all my homework, studying, scouting, and driving the land would have paid off by now. But the truth is, it hadn't. And I was still hoping the rut would bring G closer to me, because if it didn't, then the Orange Army could very well ruin my chances at killing Goliath.
Alright folks, it is 3:30, it's October 30th, and we're in the blind. We're at the same spot that we hunted opening day, except we changed things up a bit. The wind was bad, but I wanted to get in here because the other day when I walked this, I counted 19 rubs in the area. Matt's hunting out here too, and he's just got a new buck that showed up on camera. Definitely a big buck. This public land is just perfect for big bucks. A lot of security, a lot of bedding, a lot of food, a lot of water. Very little hunters. That's the key. Had to move the blind around just because of the wind. And I actually like this setup a little better. This is a natural transition area into a swamp. So hopefully something will come by tonight. Right now, we've seen 2 does and 3 fawns so far. Matt just texted me, and he has a big buck coming in. So I'm waiting patiently by my phone right now. Hopefully he gets a shot at him. So I had a pretty eventful hunt for the most part. I saw some nice does that I ended up giving the pass on, and including a nice up-and-comer 1.5-year-old 6-point. You know, he wasn't really what I was looking for all the way back there, but what I was looking forward to was getting out of the stand and out of my hunting clothes and into the shower where it was nice and warm. You know, it was raining for most of this hunt, so the walkout was cold and wet, and I just couldn't wait to put on my sweatpants and hoodie and relax a little bit. And that's when my phone rang. And it was the neighbor Chris. And he had a big buck down. So I went and picked up Cal, and we were on our way to the woods to help Chris recover his buck.
That's the story.
Yeah.
We got a big buck down. That's the story.
That's the story, and we're sticking to it.
Try the swan dive.
Alright, I don't know if it's swan dive.
Right there.
Oh, there.
Here's the white corn.
That's my buck. 7-point.
Oh, it broke off. Is that a fresh break?
No.
I think I did see this. Well,
Yeah, it's been there a while. That dirt stuff's in
when he
there.
was walking by, I thought it was a 4-point because I thought I must have just saw that.
Did you turn on the Tacticam?
No, it happened so fast.
My own start puttering. I got a pretty good scratch on it. Here? Yep. Ready? Yep.
It's November 6th, and last year on November 6th, Big G showed up, so we're hoping that he does the same thing he did last year. Sprinkled some doe urine on our walk-in, on our boots, and we just had a young buck come in and follow it in. Things are looking up. Hopefully they stay that way. Pretty cold, we're expecting some snow tonight. It's gonna be an accumulation of about 3 to 5 inches, so I can't wait to get back here this evening and tomorrow morning if we don't get one tonight. Just had a big coyote come by at probably 90 to 100 yards. Tried squealing to him, but he never came in. The wind was blowing that way, and he just was doing his thing. He definitely didn't get a hold of my scent, so I don't know what's going on with the deer today. Just not moving. It's starting to snow. I got a really good feeling for tomorrow morning and this evening. It's supposed to be accumulation of a couple inches, so hopefully it will stick like it says it's going to, and we can get a shot at a big guy tonight. It's November 6th. As you can see me, it's a winter wonderland behind me. Just had a nice spike come in. Probably 10-inch spikes. Real beautiful deer. Nice and healthy looking. You know, he's not the deer I'm hunting. The deer I'm hunting I've yet to see. But if he were to make his appearance, this evening is good as ever. Nice cold front came in. The snow's here. They're starting to pick up on the rut. Things are definitely going for us this afternoon.
I was starting to realize my Rut-Cation was just that, a vacation. I was seeing very little rut activity going on and figured I'd be better off trying my luck elsewhere. So after the hunt, I packed up my gear and I headed south to the family farm where I was hearing reports of better rut activity.
It's just after 7 o'clock. It's November 8th and we are in Washtenaw County right now hunting a farm that I am really, really familiar with. To my right, I have a cornfield. To my northeast, I have a pumpkin field. To my northwest, I have apple trees. And right in front of me, I have all hardwoods. The wind is blowing right at the apple trees. This is going to be an exciting hunt. I can hear turkeys chattering off in the distance. It's about 16 degrees. This is what you live for as a deer hunter. Well, it's just after 10 o'clock and about 9:30 I had my brother get down from the stand because he had to go to work and he had a decoy, so he put it out, and about 10 minutes later I had a nice young doe come in and she investigated it off before finding out she didn't really care for it and she took off. But we're gonna sit probably a couple more hours. Wind's supposed to shift and really die down. That will be the perfect afternoon if that happens, as long as we see some deer. So we're gonna continue to sit tight. I'm gonna be watching over this cornfield right over here, just kind of keeping an eye on the decoy and seeing what happens. November 8th, we're back in the tree stand. It's just a little after 2 o'clock. We're settled in. We got a nice northwest wind right now. We're going to be overlooking the woods tonight and this cornfield here. We got the decoy out. Hopefully we'll intercept one coming or leaving from the corn. It'll come right in. We can see quite a long ways. In fact, I've been in the stand, setting up here, and I look out in about 120 yards. I saw two big old longbeards just dragging, and that's got me excited. So hopefully it continues to move in a positive light like that, and we'll get shot off. If not, we'll be back here in the morning.
As daylight started to fade on my Rut-Cation, I was left frustrated, and the unknown would now begin to weigh heavily on my mind. Even though Goliath hadn't shown himself on camera in over a week, I knew he was still out there. But I didn't know how he was going to make it another Michigan rifle season, as the traffic on the public was really starting to pick up. As for me, I was headed to the Upper Peninsula for rifle season, and for the next 2 weeks, all I could do was hope that Goliath would somehow make it through the Orange Army. After giving it my all for a month and a half, I knew that I might have to lower my standards moving forward.